What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope you guys are doing well out there on this beautifully warm Tuesday. I'm doing well myself. I come across this particular story right here involving this young 14-year-old teenager. His name is Bryson Muir. He's the son of ex-Colts, Indianapolis Colts football player here, Daniel Muir, okay? And he is missing, okay? He was last seen probably about 2 weeks ago leaving his grandparents' home, all right? And things are just not looking so good at this point right here. Also, I'd like to add that the father here, Daniel Muir, is also an affiliate of Straightway, I guess it's a church, I'll just say that, Church of Pastor Dow, okay? And this just doesn't look good, you know, even for that particular church right there, because, you know, so much is out here circulating about Pastor Dow, but be that as it is, he has nothing to do with this. But it's just that, you know, being that Daniel here, a brother of, you know, Straightway, well, it makes, you know, basically the church look bad. But nevertheless, what I want us to do is get into this particular video right here. As a matter of fact, I got a couple of them. They pretty much say the same thing, but some other details may be, you know, in one video that's not in the other. So without further ado, let's check this out.
To home now, the hunt is intensifying for a 14-year-old boy, and the search now covers 2 states.
Police believe the teen is in danger, and that's not all. Now the parents of the missing teen seem to be avoiding the police. Colton Molesky now with our story. Colton.
See, that just blows my mind. Why? There's so much to do in life, and I don't understand why somebody would get that in their head.
Neighbors in Garfield Heights shocked to find out that this is the last place Bryson Muir was seen. Unfortunately, that was just over 2 weeks ago. His grandmother, Cheryl Wright, called 911 on the 16th, worried he might be abused by his parents. Indiana State Police says the child is 6'2", 185 pounds, and was last seen in an orange shirt and jeans with a black eye.
Our agency and DCS there in Cass County have repeatedly reached out to the parents.
Shortly after the 911 call, the 14-year-old's mother, Kristen Muir, was pulled over in a Chevy Suburban by Garfield Heights police, but police say Bryson was not in the car.
Watch your surroundings, regardless of where you're at or how nice you think it may be.
Both the mother and father, former NFL and Kent State football player Daniel Muir, live in Logansport, Indiana. Indiana State Patrol says the Chevy Suburban and the home where the family lives are owned by a religious group called Servants Leaders Foundation. I spoke to the teen's grandmother, and while she declined an interview, she said in a statement, quote, "I'm holding on to hope that he's alive and is okay. I've reached out to my daughter and she will not respond." She also said she never thought her daughter would hurt a child, but has grave concerns about this religious group and believes the couple's other children are also in danger. As for the community, Bryson will remain in the prayers of the neighbors off Turney Road, where he was last seen.
Breaks your heart.
Absolutely.
I mean, he must be terrified.
Absolutely.
And why would somebody do that?
The big question now, where is the boy and his parents? A CBS affiliate reports law enforcement says the parents backed out of an arranged meet-up on Friday. Indiana State Police and Garfield Heights Police are looking for any information on Bryson and his parents. Please reach out to 1-800-382-0689 or call 911 if you have any information. In Garfield Heights, Colton Molesky, 19 News.
From one of the last people to see a missing 14-year-old, Bryson Muir was last seen more than 2 weeks ago. He's the son of former Colts player Daniel Muir. CBS 4's Cameron Riddle joins us now with more on what Bryson's grandmother told us. And Cameron, she's the one who reported Bryson's injuries to police.
That's right. Cheryl Wright is Bryson's grandmother. She lives near Cleveland, Ohio. She says her grandson was with her in June, and that's when she saw bruises on Bryson's face. But after choosing to go back to his parents, the 14-year-old grandson has now gone missing. The picture that is about to show up on your screen is how Bryson arrived at his grandmother's house with a black eye, split lip, and his swollen face. She says Bryson told her it was his dad, former Colts defensive lineman Daniel Muir, who hit him, but Bryson refused to give any details. When Bryson's mother, Kristen, came in to pick him up, Wright says she tried to get Bryson to stay, but he ran outside to his family. The Indiana State Police say it was just minutes between when the two left Wright's home and when officers pulled the vehicle over, but Bryson was not inside. Wright says police told her the Muirs might have switched him into another vehicle. In the more than 2 weeks since her grandson was last seen, Wright has only become more worried for his safety.
His face was battered. When I got him, he had black eyes, his busted, that you could tell by the picture. You know, if you don't know him and you see just that beaten face, you don't understand that his face is long and narrow. His whole face was swollen.
Yeah.
So I can only imagine how many times he had been hit in his face for it to be like that.
Bryson lives with his parents on a compound in Logansport, which state police say is owned by Servant Leaders Foundation, a nonprofit religious group. CBS 4 crews recently went to that home location, located on a secluded 2-lane road in rural Logansport. It's surrounded by mostly trees. A long gravel driveway is cut off near the road by a fence marked with multiple no trespassing signs, private property signs, and a welcome sign to a place called Straightway Indiana Goshen. Bryson is 6'2" and 185 pounds. There is a statewide silver alert that has been issued for him. His parents are now persons of interest in his disappearance. I'm Cameron Riddle, CBS 4 News.
Okay, this is not a good look. You see how they kept bringing up Straightway? They're just going to basically, write them off as being some kind of cult, if you will. And it's already been said by Pastor Dowd, and they don't do things by the way like as the world does. You see, with marriages and what have you. So that also goes in accordance with raising your children. But I guarantee you, it really doesn't look good with this boy's face all swole up, and then with them not wanting to cooperate with the police. The parents act as though they have something to hide and what have you, and I don't think the way, Straightway does things with probably disciplining their children is going to be like in accordance with the way the law and the judicial system see things. This is not a good look, and there's going to be a problem. But I hope the boy is, still breathing. I hope he's alive. I hope he's doing well and everything, to say the least, because, you don't want to hear anything about something happening to a child like this. You know what I'm saying? It's just terrible. It sounds like boy might have got out of line. Father lost his patience with him, and went upside his head. And that's from the way it looks. It ain't just sounds like it looks that way, but that's just not. You don't basically, beat a child with your fist or anything like that. That's if he did that. You know what I'm saying? But as big as his dad is, and look like his son is following in his footsteps, that boy, 180 some pounds and 6'2". Wow, that's good size for 14 years old. But big as his father is, a slap could do that. You know what I'm saying? A slap. So, I'm just saying, the way the judicial system, they see things when it comes down to, us disciplining our children. They want to get involved when it comes to that. And a lot of cases I see now, especially out here on social media, what these people are doing to children is just heinous. So yeah, they're going to be on this right here. And that's just what it is. I would advise, the parents to just come forth and show that the boy is all right, and talk with the police and get this thing over with, because they are not going to do things the way Straightway see things. They're not going to go for that. They're going to hound you until they find you, and that's basically what it all boils down to. Messed up situation. Too bad it got out of hand. Okay, because the grandmother, she's very concerned in this. And rightfully so, you know what I'm saying? I guess she's the one that got the police involved in it. So that's just what it is. That's all I got on this one, people. I want you guys to tell me what you think about this particular situation right here. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts on it in the comment section. Like, share, and subscribe. People, please remember to live your life as though we are being watched. Simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.